everyone on the interwebs, my name is Kotek, and today we will be watching a Starcraft 2 Heart of the Swarm replay with some 1v1 action. And today, it is going to be between our red Terran in the upper left corner of the map, playing for Team Axiom. It is going to be Heart versus our blue Zerg in the bottom left corner of the map, playing for Team Acer. It is going to be Nerchio. And the map is indeed Star Station. Quite the cool map, but let me just say right off the bat, Zerg versus Terran, quite the cool matchup. We haven't done one of those in a long time. In a galaxy far away. Now I'm just kidding. But yeah, we haven't done one of those in quite a while, and we should probably expect something awesome from these two players, Heart and Nerchio. They're both really good players, so we can just probably expect something great coming here. Especially with this map, which is really good in Zerg versus Terran. There's just a lot of corridors, a lot of angles you can attack from, a lot of positioning. It's pretty good. And the drops, they're actually pretty good. It's actually a pretty good map for droppage action as a Terran player. If you look at this, it's not that good. Yeah, it's an ish map. So you kind of have only two places you can actually drop from. You can drop from here, and you have quite a bit of space here to just relax, keep your medevacs here, no problem. But it's not that big of a space, so if you put an overlord here, then you're pretty much done. It's pretty much the only place you can drop safely. You can kind of drop here to this mineral line, but still, just a small space. One overlord would scout it completely, no problem. And just a few spore crawlers and be done. Now this is one of the main threats, just because it has an Oj and a huge pocket of land over here. Now let's look at what both players are doing. We've seen that Nerchio went for the hatchery first. 15 hatch, 15 pool. That's pretty typical in a Zerg versus Terran. I recommend if you are kind of a low player, if you're not that great of a player like I am, I recommend Zerg vs Terran do 15 hatch, 15 pool. It works on so many levels. You can get an economy built up real quick, and then you can get double queen at the same time. It just works on so many levels in a Zerg vs Terran. Not in the other matchups though. The other matchups, it's not that great. Protoss you can kind of do it. Zerg you can kind of do it. In TvZ, TvP, you can do it. Just, I don't think it's a bit riskier. Now at Heart's side of things, getting a command center first. I think it was a command center first. Yeah, it was. I think before I assigned the production tab, it was a command center first. Now getting the barracks as well. You already got it actually. And the bunker is getting built here, getting ready for the Marines, and a factory also being made for Heart. So you could maybe with this put the reactor here with the barracks, and then once it is done, you just switch those around. You can get some Hellish pretty nicely. Some nice time. There we go. That's exactly what he will be doing. That is exactly what he's gonna do. And it's typical. He just went for the expansion first. He's gonna go for a bit more economy. Now these Marines are gonna defend this off. Defend this Zergling pressure off just fine. The bunker just deals with it, no problem. Especially if there's one SCV repairing, just one single SCV could stop the attack. No problem there. Just 4 Zerglings, 3. One of them died, I think. Yeah. Well, an SCV is here, kind of forcing this queen to come back, and wow, look at that! The inject was delayed. Quite a lie. Who's going to be forced to do that with this queen exactly? We gotta have to switch those queens around, but still, even though he got his inject a bit late, it didn't do that much damage. Getting a third base here for Heart. Well, not really getting a third base. He's gonna get the command center inside his own base. Start getting over the command, so he's gonna have triple mule power, just 3 mules every time. That's gonna be awesome. Just 900 minerals each. What's it called? 90 seconds. 300 minerals every, and 900 minerals every minute and a half. That's awesome. That is awesome to have. And you can just start saturating. You can saturate this base and this base a lot quicker than if you didn't do the command center, and if you did it later and then to lift it up. It's a strategy that has been used quite a lot, and it works. Now we're getting the Roach Warren and the double Evo chamber over here in the entrance of the base, trying to cover this up. You couldn't cover anymore. There are creep tumors everywhere. Double Queen actually spread those creep to him, and that's going to be awesome. But while that's going to happen, he's not actually getting a lot. He's getting a Roach Warren, of course, like I said. He's getting a ton of upgrades. So we should probably see some Roach play coming over. Maybe even some Swarm Host. That could work pretty well. Not against Bio, though. Swarm Host doesn't really work against Bio. Just a teeniest bit. But against Mech, it works really nicely. This Creep Tumor is also going to get destroyed, I think, unless he cancels it. He could have canceled it. Yeah, you can cancel Creep Tumors, by the way, guys. You can do it. But I don't think he's actually going to go for that much Bio. He has 1 Barracks, and he has 2 factories producing Hellions and Hellions always, constantly. So using here a couple of things, just get Stim and all. Getting the upgrade for the Hellions, it doesn't affect Hellbat now that I saw it, but I think they were going to make it affect Hellbat, but they actually didn't. But still, look at this, just so many Hellions, 6 Hellions getting ready, but these Roaches and these Queens defend it just fine. This hatchery was just plonked down at around a minute ago. Yeah, a minute and a half actually. And this Marine just patrolling, see what's up, will there be any mutas, and that one actually helped. Now more Marines, no more Barracks, so it's not going to be Mech, but he's going to have a bit more Mech, muted, a bit more Hellions, a bit more tanks, Widow Mines, whatever you want to call it, than usual. He's actually getting the Widow Mines right now, and the tank from his factories. While this base is still not lifting off, even though he is heavily saturated on both sides. There we go, he's lifting off right now. No problem there. Now these Roaches, they're just patrolling every base, seeing I'm not going to lose any drones to Hellions, and that's exactly what's not going to happen. Whoa! Look at all these Hellions. 11 Hellions just marching across the map, going for this. I don't even think that the Roaches can defend against this. 11 Hellions? That's a lot. But Roaches, they can deal with Hellions just fine. Look at that. Half of a Hellion got killed, and these Roaches didn't take any damage. If they did, they're just regenerating right like quick, really quick. So here we go. Third base already heavily saturated, but look at this one. Queen here was sniped at the cost of nothing. And look at the resources lost. Heart lost no resources, while Nerchio lost a Queen, and he lost something else. I'm still not able to just pinpoint on what it is, but he did lose something. Maybe just a creep, not a creep tomb, but still, you get the idea. He actually just blocked this off. He actually did block it off. Blocked the entrance off for the Hellions, but the Hellions just didn't want to do that much damage. Now let's look at this. Tanks in the mix. That's going to be huge against the Roaches, and then Marauders in the mix. That's also going to be awesome for the Roaches, but still, he's not getting that many Marauders. Just 1 Barracks against 5. I mean, 1 Barracks attack lab against 5 against 4 with the reactors, and getting the +1 attack and defense. Maybe he's getting an army pretty soon to just get those upgrades. Is that happening? Yes, it is. Actually getting the armory here, right here, and getting 2 more Barracks. Wow, a bit of a pressure by Nerchio, and actually starting at a pretty critical time. But look at that. That was a lot. 3 Widow Mines just to clean this up really nicely. But the Widow Mines are now gone. What is left? Nothing. There's nothing. Well, there are a couple Marauders, a couple Marines, a couple of Hellions. That's going to be able to clean this off for now. But still, getting +1 attack again. Well, does he have the +1? Well, getting +2 attack. Not getting the +2 defense though. He doesn't want to research it for some reason. Maybe he just doesn't have the resources. Well, that seems like just plain nonsense. Look at all this gas he has. You could just get a lot of upgrades. Now, wow, thank you to Blizzard for. Oh, okay, I was actually available for some reason. I think I was laddering today, and I just forgot to put myself on busy. But still, already a hive for our Zerg player. Could we see just some fast Ultralisks? That could actually be possible. And getting a couple of infestation upgrades, just getting the Fester Energy startup upgrade. And that could be pretty huge. When he gets the 30 mark on the timing, he could just make those infested real quick. 36 Zerglings already right off the bat. But Heart's starting to get a big army right here. 4 Widow Mines, a couple of Hellions, 2 Hellions, actually 5 Widow Mines. Yeah, Marine Marauders and 1 tank. That's actually gonna be pretty damaging. But he's also Nerchio's getting 2 more expansions here, so he's gonna have a big economic advantage if he manages to fend this off. But I'm not sure he's gonna be able to fend this off. The hive's on the way. 7 infestors are just starting now, and the Widow Mines are burrowing. Hearts just got him, and the worst part is the army is split. Part of the army is here. The rest of the army is here. There's a bit of an army here, but his army is completely spread out across the map. and that's not good at all. Even the infestors that any of them spawn here. Wow, just one Widow might clean that roach up. Roaches are being made, infestors being made, but look at this. These roaches are actually doing a bit of damage. That's actually nice. The economy just stopped there, leaving him on 2 bases, and while Nerchio's on 4. 3 kind of starting on the 4th one. And he's actually managing to defend this attack really nicely, no problem. But the double drop here in the main base for Nerchio, will he be able to defend against this? No, look at all this. These roaches, they're not going to do anything, but the awesome fungal there. And of course it was just Marines, so 2 fungals against Marines with upgrades. They just cleaned that up really, really nicely. Now, even though Nerchio managed to defend this, look! The rest of the army for Heart is on the entrance of his base. Now, a couple of roaches here are doing a bit of damage, forcing Heart to just reinforce Ultra Scavenger. He needs to hurry up. This Ultra Scavenger needs to hurry up, otherwise Nerchio's not going to be able to defend against the aggression that's coming his way. Now, 2 medivacs here. Well, 1.5. Here we go, the droppage action going on. It was just 1 medivac and a half. It wasn't that big of a deal, but still, the Queen's going down, and the larva injectors are just not happening. And he's making ultras? No, he's not. He's actually not making ultras whatsoever. That's gonna be pretty bad. Nerchio, look at all the supply difference. It is huge. 200. Heart is maxed out while Nerchio is at 110, and just going down. The rest of the army here is meeting. The Widowmines are just so nicely spread out that they don't stand a chance to scan here, seeing if there's anything burrowed, but there isn't. And GG, well, not Grats. Nerchio's giving the Grats, top of the morning. Grats, GG, well played. That was actually an awesome game here by these 2 players. Nerchio went for the very economic pursuit, the very technological pursuit, and that just didn't work out because Heart just managed to get a mass bio army a lot sooner to just clean this up. And the drops were actually pretty good. Actually, for both players, the drops were pretty good. Now the Ultra came just a bit late, and that didn't come at all. And if the Ultras could arrive a bit sooner, then this could have gone a lot different. Especially with Fungals and Banelings, that could have gone very nice for Nerchio. But the supply difference was just too much. Nerchio could not handle it. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time.